Guys, in this cost of living, yeah, actually, I have to deep this. Like, I actually just need to know what it is with boys. But anyway, let me explain. I don't usually buy, like, bare juice in my house, innit? I normally buy diluted juice because I just feel like it's more healthier. And then there's always water, yeah? Anyone that comes to my house knows, like, you'll never see fizzy drinks in my house. You just won't see juice like that. Only, like, diluted juice and water. So this one time, I thought, you know what? Yeah, let me buy some juice cartons. Put them in the fridge or whatever. I don't really drink juice like that, innit? So I'm not really going to drink it. But obviously, remember, in this household, it's only me, my partner, my 8-year-old son, and obviously his 1-year-old little sister that's not getting no juice in the fridge. So obviously, yeah, guys, we done the shopping yesterday. I bought this carton juice and a, like, massive one. If you've seen them M&S carton drinks, yeah, there's a bigger one to this, yeah? So you're telling me from yesterday until now, right now is the next day and it's 11 p.m, yeah? You're telling me that fat carton juice is finished and this. Guys, I had 1 cup of juice. You see that little sneaky 8-year-old son of mine, yeah? I swear that he's lucky he's in bed right now because he's got school, you know? I always tell him, don't be going in the kitchen getting bare juice. This guy, yeah, I caught him one time. He'll get a cup, pour it, drink it, pour another one. Are you actually mad? Guys, this is already M&S, yeah? Let's just deep that. It's already M&S. We are in a cost of living crisis. You can't be that thirsty, mate. You can't. And it's not even just like that with the juice, you know? You should see the amount that this boy eats. To be that skinny is insane. This guy, this is why I don't like when it's half terms or some holidays. Mummy, I'm hungry. You don't tell your teacher every minute of the day you're hungry. This guy will have breakfast, go to school, have his little playtime snack, have lunch, come home, and he has a big meal, and that's not even his dinner. And then I'm giving him dinner again a couple hours later. It's actually becoming too expensive to raise this boy. I'm not looking forward to when he's a teenager.
Hello everyone, this is Emmanuel Cook. We will be reacting to a new video today, so make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below, and let's get into the video.
Yeah, the summertime is here, and all I want to say is I need some food stamps. I don't know who else feel like me, but I need some EBT. I don't know, baby. These 5 kids is taking me through. Okay, groceries ain't got no cheaper. Gas getting higher, and every day it's like they run through 2 boxes of cereal, 5 packs to me, 3 pieces, a 24 pack of soda. Like, what the fuck? Every day I get off work, they say, Mom, can you bring some bread home? Mama, can you bring some eggs home? Mama, can you bring some more milk? Mama, can you bring... God, why every day y'all need some extra shit? I bought all this shit when I was off of work. Y'all, mind y'all, when I'm off of work is when I go grocery shopping. On my off days, right? Okay. So on my off days, I spent well over the required limit for the 5 kids. For 1 week of groceries, I spent over $300 and some. Mind y'all, this ain't EBT. This is when I clock in up here. And when I do her, they buy the $300 something worth of groceries every week, right? And every goddamn week by Wednesday, really by Tuesday, we ain't got no juice. Y'all they don't drink. I bought 48 water Sunday. It's Thursday. Ain't a goddamn water bottle in the house. I bought them 3 things of Hawaiian punch and a 24 case of soda. 2 gallons of milk too. With Kool-Aid and sugar. Ain't none of it at the house. They done scarfed it all down. So I don't know how the Texas Health and Commission need to take this. But baby, I need help. I need some extra grocery money. I'm spending $1,200 a month. And they still eating. I can't even make the money fast enough. Damn. I fuck around and make over $500 in a day between her and working. And they gonna eat it up every time. Damn. And then they in sports and camps and all that, baby. They come home still hungry. Baby, the daughter said she was at the trick camp. The people gave them Chick-fil-A. They had barbecue. They had pizza, all kinds of shit. That baby still stole my change at my cup holder in the car at the basketball game to get her something to drink and some snacks. Baby, I can't make this up. I don't know who I'm raising, who I'm feeding. But baby, Texas Health Commission, help, okay? Help me. Because y'all always trying to act like my kid's so privileged. Help me. Baby, that lady threw it for a loop when she hit me with your kids is privileged because they got a 2-parent household. I can't make this up. I can't.
Listen, if you have food stamps that my tax dollars are paying for, good. I'm glad. Because guess what? I've been that mom. I've been that mom that needed food stamps to feed my kids. I've been that mom that rationed out money that I got on the 4th of every month to make sure that me and my kids were fed for the whole month. I've been the mom that needed that help. And luckily, I've been blessed in this life now to where I don't need that help anymore. But let me just tell you, I saw a video on here a couple of days ago, and the lady started the video with, "It's EBT day." And she goes to Walmart and she shows everything that she puts in the cart. She buys snacks for her babies, she buys formula, she buys stuff for dinners. She does buy some sweets. And people were coming for her neck in the comments. "Oh, glad my tax dollars could buy you candy. You didn't even buy food, you bought junk. Way to clear all the formula off the shelf." Y'all, be so for real. In the world we live in, be grateful that you have the means to pay the tax dollars that helps someone else and you don't need that help yourself. And you might want to humble yourself because your situation could change very quickly. And you could be the next one looking forward to EBT day so that you can buy some groceries for yourself and your kids. So in conclusion, stop being a judgmental prick, be grateful for what you have, and stop looking down on others that may not have as much as you. And be grateful that your tax dollars are helping put food in a child's mouth. I said what I said.
So I just heard this TikTok where this young lady was complaining, or not complaining, but just stressed, I would say, because she was like, man, I got to figure out what to feed my family for the rest of my life. And it is frustrating, right? But I want to take it just one step further. I have 3 boys and a husband, which means they are always hungry. They are always hungry. I can't cook enough food in this house to save my life. Like, mama boys, what are y'all doing? Once they hit that teenage stage, when they're hungry, they come home and eat from school. Then they're like, oh, that was a nice little snack. What's for dinner? And then you feed them dinner and they fight over leftovers, or they fight over seconds or thirds. There's not enough food in this house to feed these kids. So not only do I have to think about what to make every day, I have to make sure that I make large quantities of food to feed these kids. So, sis, I feel your pain, but at least it's just your child and your husband. I got a whole army to feed.
When did feeding our kids become a full fucking job? Like, I don't even know what to buy anymore, because I try to do the best that I can and buy the healthiest things that I can and really fresh foods instead of prepackaged, but like sometimes I don't have time for shit and my kids eat snacks on the go, so then I buy prepackaged stuff. But I try to avoid dyes, but then it's hard to avoid dyes. And I try to buy the better versions of stuff, but then they end up being twice the price. And then I find out a week later that whatever brand I bought that I thought was healthy is actually really not healthy. And it just stresses me the fuck out. And I don't know when feeding ourselves and our kids became this full-time job. So I'm pretty much at the point, and you can let me know if in the comments if you kind of feel the same way. I'm at the point where I'm just going to do my best. I know that when she eats dinner, she eats a full balanced meal. We do our best throughout the day, but she's also in daycare, so I can't control 100% what she always eats when she's at school because they provide stuff, and I don't think that they're dye-free. And I'm not going to start demonizing foods and making her think that food is bad. because then I feel like that just creates a whole future problem of eating disorders that I don't want her to have to deal with. So let me know if you feel overwhelmed and stressed just by trying to feed your freaking kids every day.
Hey y'all, hey, it's me, the everyday black girl. So look, I don't eat a lot of food, right? And I put my food on the toddler size plate because I can't eat a lot. Why my baby, why my 3-year-old just eat most of my food? Yes, I have more. That's not the point. That's not the point. This boy just got done eating his own food. He had chicken and rice. And then he came over here and he ate the majority of my lo mein. And I don't know how I feel about that. I really don't. Wow. Do y'all have toddlers? And toddler boys at that? Because he eats a lot more than I do. He eats a whole lot more than I do. Mama is physically unable to eat a lot of food. So I don't. Like, I might nibble here and nibble there and eat a little bit here and there. And eventually, maybe after a few hours, I finish my food. But this baby just devoured my food like he didn't eat 5 minutes before I made my plate. I just don't. Oh, gosh. Oh, to be the mom of boys. All boys. All of whom can put away some food. Thankfully, them oldest two are no longer at home. Because I would lose my mind if I had to feed all 3 of my sons at the same time. I really would. I would. I don't know how y'all do it. Moms who have 5, 6, 7 kids, I don't know how you do it all at the same time. Moms who have stair-step children, I don't know how you do it. I don't envy you. I don't want to know how you do it. My children are, them first 2 are 7 years apart. They are 7 years apart. And then my last 2 are 16 years apart. And I adopted my baby, so I never planned on birthing another child. But yeah, I forgot. I forgot just how much boys eat and just how early they start eating like that. Because this baby puts away some food when he eats. Oh, he puts away some food. But the fact that he really just sat over here and ate my food, took the fork out of my hand to eat my food, is like, sir, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you doing this? And then he finished and he's gone to watch Blue's Clues.
Does anybody else on here feel like they're having to make like 7 breakfasts for their children? I'm a stay-at-home mom, homeschool mom, and I'm not going to deprive my kids of food, but seriously, they're like hobbits or something. So let me tell you what we've had so far for breakfast. We've had mini pancakes. I homemade protein pancakes. We've had protein bars, the granola bars. We've had yogurt. We've had, what else? The little applesauce pouches. I mean, and then they're like toast. Can we have toast? Oh, here. I mean, cinnamon toast. I'm running out of ideas. I don't know. At what point do I start making lunch? Like 10:30 is just going to be like, okay, I'm just switching to lunch, a lunch menu. Because I'm running out of ideas for breakfast. You know who else switches to a lunch menu at 10:30? Chick-fil-A. Am I going to have to start saying my pleasure around here? Anyways, happy Wednesday.
For anybody who's thinking about having a baby or anybody who's breastfeeding and thinking about switching to formula feeding, I bought 3 bottles of formula today. 3 bottles. Let me show you how small this bottle is. Do you see this? This is the size of my palm. $21. $21. I had to get 3 of these. And there's one more in the bag. $75. $75 for 3 of these. You know how long this will last us? Probably about 4 days. 4 to 5 days, this little tiny jar. It's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Breastfeeding really kicked my ass, but honestly, I wish I would have stuck with it. What the fuck? $25 and it's not even as big as my head? This boy is eating better than me at this point. Me and his dad combined. Just for reference, this is what's gonna last us for the rest of the night. And okay, that's the jar, right? Let me show you what it's at by the time we're done with this. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness. 4. Okay, that's all of it. We're already down like halfway. A fourth of the way here. And this isn't even the nighttime bottles. This doesn't even count nighttime. That'll probably last me 3 days, if that. That is just wild to me. That is wild to me. How are y'all affording more than one kid? I'll never be able to do it.
You know what really, really ticks me off? Let me tell you, when people have opinions on like how mothers feed their children, like as though we have a choice of what our kids eat. Like starting, like my son is going to be 14, and getting him to eat healthy has been one of the biggest battles of my life. And here I am, a very healthy woman. Tonight I made the whole family a very nice salmon dinner with roasted potatoes and a spinach salad. Here is his plate. And God forbid I put the spinach salad on his plate. And then people will write on my TikTok, you shouldn't feed your kids this, or you shouldn't feed. Do you really think I have a choice of what my kids eat nowadays? My kids are going to eat whatever they want, and they're not going to eat stuff if they don't like it. I think it's real cute when parents think they can actually control what their kids eat. Like, for instance, there are times that my kids will go to other kids' houses and I'll hear from the parents and they're like, oh my God, they raided our pantry. Like they ate. And I'm like, because they're at somebody else's house. I have no control. Even if I said you are not to eat what, they're going to eat it. They're going to eat it at a birthday party. They're going to eat it. They're going to do what they want to do. So I'm going to introduce my kids to as many foods as possible. And I'm going to teach them how to eat healthy and what a healthy meal looks like and what healthy foods look like. But you can't force feed anybody. And let me tell you, this plate, that's my son's. I left it right here on the counter and I said, if you come down at night, that's what you're eating. Do you really think that's what my almost 14-year-old is going to eat when he comes down at 11 o'clock at night when I'm in bed? No, he's going to find himself in the pantry eating whatever junk that he finds that he wants to eat. Why? Because he's almost 14 and that's what 14-year-old boys do. So when people comment on my stuff saying, what you feed your kids, don't come at me about what I feed my kids. I feed my kids beautiful meals and food. I can't control certain things. Moms, you get it. You get it.
We just got home from the gym and we just found out that our gym does a food drive twice a week, every week. And you as a family can pick up food once a week. And we just got a bunch of stuff that probably saved us like $80 a week. As a family of 6, we spend a lot of money on groceries and it's usually all on credit, which sucks, but like we have to feed, us and our kids. But let me show you what I got, because I think this week we're probably only going to spend like $50 max. Probably not even that, maybe $20, $30. All this canned stuff, peanut butter, jelly, this whole tray of watermelon, mac and cheese, some macaroni, pancake mix, a whole gallon of milk, and then some randoms like a toothbrush, there's toothpaste somewhere, some wipes, sanitary pads, paper towel, a bar of soap, or here's the toothpaste, kids' toothpaste, and then like a crap ton of, we got buns, we got bacon, this is bacon, they gave us chicken, ground beef, sorry, that might be ground pork, chicken, this sausage link thingy, and then those two ground beefs. And it's like that is gonna save us so much money. And I feel like we're so embarrassed to get help or take the help of, I don't even know how to word it that it makes sense, but like I feel like we're kind of embarrassed to like take help and get help when we can. But this is honestly gonna help us. Like, I don't think we're gonna spend anything more than $20-$30 this week on like maybe snacks for the kids, and like cereals, breakfast stuff. But other than that, like, I feel like we're good for like at least a week or two with what we got from them. All right, I recorded all that a little bit earlier, a couple hours ago, and now I'm making dinner. I'm gonna make spaghetti with, I have like about 2/3 of this left over from the last time I cooked it. And this came from the, I don't even know what to call it, a food drive, a food bank. I'm gonna put that in there. These sweet peas and this spaghetti sauce, and just hope for the best. I did get a box of spaghetti from there too. I don't know where it is right now. I gotta find it. Might have fallen out of the bag, but that's like a meal. Usually spaghetti lasts us at least 2 days, if not 3 days. But like, that's just amazing that I got, you know, that stuff for free. And I'm gonna continue going, and I'm not gonna feel ashamed, because like, times are tough. Like, I don't know how people are surviving, because it's tough out here, okay? Hang in there, everybody.
So, as a kid, I played soccer, right? In every game, we ran about 4 to 8 miles per game. So, I ate a lot of food as a kid. Like, a lot of food. All the time. And I think that, especially in this economy, if you have a child or a few children, it is tough out here. The cost of food is so expensive. If you have to feed like 3 or 4 kids in this economy, even one is a lot. Even one.
I feel like the one thing nobody prepared me for being a mom is how many meals a day there are. I just wasn't prepared for how many meals a day we have to eat. And you're responsible for all of them. I'm like, breakfast, lunch, dinner. As soon as we get over one meal, I'm like panicking for the next. And then I'm, okay, now it's the next meal. I'm constantly thinking about what we're going to eat. Nobody prepared me for that. So if anybody has like any evidence that that is a conspiracy, I am deeply susceptible to. Like, if you have any evidence that like the CIA is behind 3 square meals a day, really it's actually more beneficial for 1 meal a day. I feel like I can handle 1 solid meal a day. Like, did Dr. Sebi have anything to say about this? I'm all ears. I'm open.
There's a bunch of kids on my street, and some kids are hungry, and we're going to talk about it. Most of us are the same class, and that's like middle class, and we can afford to feed our kids really comfortably. But some of the houses near us are like the government housing. And I was recently talking to a mom friend who lives on my street, and she was like, oh, you hang out with blah, blah, blah? He's been knocking on my door a lot to play. And I'm like, yeah, he's hungry. And she was like, what? And she like forgot that kids are hungry. And that's normal because she's middle class. And, you know, she's thinking like, I'm trying to make sure my kids get this many servings of berries a day. And she's budgeting. And she just forgot that kids get hungry and that some families don't have enough money for food. And I'm fortunate enough to have a husband who always remembers poor people. And I offer this kid food every day. And he accepts it every day because he's hungry. And it's a reminder that if you see a kid, think about if they're poor, offer them food. Some kids are hungry. The stats are bad. Kids are really hungry and you should give them food. Even if you don't have kids, just give.
Who's breastfeeding and thinking about switching to formula feeding.
I think I just wanted to come and say that, like, just because I'm not paying to put the nutrients in my son's body, that breastfeeding is also not free. I bought probably like $400 worth of pumps, probably a couple $100 worth of bags to freeze my milk. I buy nipple covers and nipple pads and new bras, and it's not free either. It's expensive too. A fed baby is the best way, whatever way you have to do it.
How come I feed my kids literally all day long? I feed them the basic meals like breakfast, lunch, dinner. They ask for snacks every 10 minutes, and I give it to them because I'm worried that they're hungry. But no matter how much food they eat during the day, no matter how much food they eat, as soon as they get to their grandparents' house, or as soon as they see their grandparent, they say how hungry they are. I'm starving to death. I'm so hungry, I'm starving to death. And then the grandparents looking at me like, why you aren't feeding these kids? Why do they do us like that? Why do the kids do us like that? Like they do us like that. I'm tired of that.
I'm not going to talk about words of wisdom. I'm going to give you numbers that actually matter. It costs $200,000 to raise a child in America to the age of 18. Inflation has not been factored in. I am seeing numbers at $300,000. The average American makes $37,000. Most Americans, 54% of Americans, have a reading comprehension at a 6th grade level. So you guys really need to understand what is going on out here. You guys are really living in a delusional state, and you're not even factoring real numbers. Everything is based on emotion, vibes, and movies. So that's basically how a lot of you guys factor in your life. But the truth is, 200 grand for a child for a lifetime, and most of y'all don't have that. You pretend like all these men are able to provide. The average income is $37,000. And there is a comprehension level for the most Americans, 54%, that's half, at a 6th grade level. So we really need to get it together and really focus on things that actually matter. So that is the word of wisdom today. Just look at the true numbers. Stop having emotional masturbation sessions, that what we're all doing on here. Just not living in reality. The numbers don't lie. Your feelings lie. Your perception is a lie. But capitalism will show you the true truth. And the truth is, that's what it is. And if you understand those numbers, you'll understand why so many people are out here functioning in dysfunction, and they think it's okay. You don't comprehend well. You really don't make that much money as you're trying to pretend that you do, and you don't really have the income to actually raise a child to 18 years old. My oldest is 23, and like I said, I've been sterilized. And when I was sterilized, two things factored into that. My sister got paralyzed, and then I came across an article when she was 6 years old that it will cost $100,000 to raise her. And let me tell you, I spent $100,000. Me and her father combined spent that money on her, and even till she got to college, of paying her car and things of that nature, and giving her money here and there. So if you don't think you will spend $200,000 on your child, you are insane, and it's just not a real thing. And if you can't come up with that number, your children will suffer, because there are a lot of people out here on the grind really trying to provide some type of lifestyle for them. And with social media, they will perceive other people to have a better life than them, even though they probably don't. But still, it still messes up the mind and make you feel like you have a lack. So PSA, understand this. You'll understand a lot of things and how people are just out here flat out lying. Average income $37,000, $200,000 to raise a child. 54% Americans have a reading comprehension at a 6th grade level. So that's the truth, and that's the reality.
I appreciate you guys watching the video today. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.